Revelation 19:17-21. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, Come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God, that ye may eat the flesh of the kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great. And I saw the beast, and the kings of the earth, and their armies gathered to make war against him that sat on the horse, and against his army. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. The supper of the great God is different from the marriage supper of the Lamb. Here God calls the fowls or birds of the sky to gather to eat the flesh of those who have died in the battle of Armageddon. All men indicates all kinds of men. Not everyone at Armageddon will be an unbeliever. The armies of the beast and of the kings of the east and of all the earth will gather in Palestine at Armageddon to attempt to prevent the return and kingdom of Christ. Christ will immediately defeat and capture the beast and the false prophet. These will become the first inhabitants of the lake of fire. The rest of the kings and armies will be killed by the word of Christ, and will be eaten by the birds. The unbelieving survivors of the tribulation will be judged by Christ, and also sentenced to everlasting fire.